Winning American Idol takes different strategy than The Voice on the surface. American Idol and The Voice are singing reality competition shows, but becoming victorious is completely different. Both programs are different beasts, and thus the strategy can be drastically different. Between dependence on an audience vote and the inclusion of a celebrity panel, one show has much more freedom for its hopefuls. And it may surprise you which one it is. Many reality singing competition shows have entered the ring, but in 2024, only two remain to dominate the genre when it comes to finding the next big star among amateur artists. Though the word amateur is quite loose in terms of what sorts of hopefuls can participate in these shows nowadays. Regardless of experience and representation, American Idol and The Voice have stood the test of time as the country's favorite franchises. Both programs use a similar format of a singing hopeful auditioning for a panel of celebrity judges or coaches. Should they get the green light into the next round, rather than the golden ticket on American Idol and a chair turn on The Voice, the hopefuls endure a series of additional rounds before the live televised rounds, where the audience will be a part of determining the victor. But beyond the skeleton, the meat of each show differs. And thus, how a contestant strategizes throughout their journey is quite different. While both shows factor in an audience vote into who furthers their journey, The Voice is much more hands-on, as the coaches have more say round to round. American Idol is much more hands-off, as the judges will express their opinions and allow the viewers to take it from there. While The Voice is more free-form in song and genre, American Idol does focus heavily on theme nights. While both shows have their pros and cons for their contestants, American Idol might be the more tangible program to win, and thus find post-show success. The audience's control and ability to mold their winner provides much more of an opportunity to play and grow. So which show should a singer aspire to partake in? Let's see which strategy fits better. The Voice leaves fate in the coach's hands since debuting on NBC in 2011. The Voice challenges music hopefuls to audition for 4 celebrity music acts through a studio blind audition, meaning the coaches cannot see but only hear the artist. Should one or more of the coaches turn their giant red chair, the performer has made it onto The Voice, and their journey towards stardom is on. They will be a participant on the team of the coach of their choosing, where they will be mentored by them, and sometimes alongside an additional celebrity mentor, where the contestant will partake in a series of additional rounds before becoming an official finalist in the live episodes. The first round following the blind auditions is the battle rounds, where each coach pairs 2 of their team members as they perform the same song, and will then select one to move forward in the competition. The losing artist does have the opportunity to be stolen by one of the other 3 coaches. Next is the knockout round. In this round, the artist selects their own song to perform, and the coach will once again decide who moves on, with the losers having a chance to be stolen. Once the final artists are selected for the playoffs, the coaches will select 3 of their remaining singers to move to the finals. And then, finally, it's the live finals. Now, the decisions are left in the hands of the voting viewers. Well, that is unless a coach uses their save for one of their players, which could screw over the fans' desires. While there has been some delineation from this format, The Voice is a game for the coaches more than for the artists themselves. With so many moving parts, it's exciting for the viewers to watch the talent be pitted against one another in quite a dramatic fashion. There is much less freedom for artists to bring out their personal artistry. Between saves and blocks and other mechanics interfering in the talent portion of the show, The Voice ensures that the real stars of the show are the occupants of the chairs. Part of winning this game is winning over their coach. Creating a connection with their coach and mentor through their talents is essential. Unlike the other program, not as many of the contestants from The Voice find instant stardom. Part of that is due to the lack of interaction the voting public has with a short span of live episodes. Should the audience not agree with the coach's decisions, there's very little they can do. And perhaps it could turn them off from continuing to watch the season at hand. While the pageantry of The Voice includes the relationships formed by the coaches, they are the puppet masters of the show. Yes, the contestants can work with their coach and the occasional advisor or mentor to select the right song for them to perform and fulfill all their hopes and desires, but part of the game is kowtowing to the suggestions. The battle rounds can be the make or break if the track is not in their wheelhouse. To win The Voice, it's all about being the right fit and the right person each coach hopes to champion. The landscape of televised singing competitions has changed dramatically over the years, but two of the biggest shows in the United States, American Idol and The Voice, continue to dominate. While both competitions aim to discover the next big music star, they are fundamentally different in how they operate, and more importantly, in what it takes to win. The contrasting formats of the two shows mean that contestants must adopt distinct strategies to succeed in each. Aspiring artists must not only be aware of their vocal abilities, but also how to navigate the structures of these two iconic platforms. Audience voting. A key difference, one of the first and most crucial distinctions between American Idol and The Voice, is the role of audience voting. On American Idol, audience participation starts relatively early in the competition. Once contestants make it past the audition rounds and the judges' scrutiny, it is the public who ultimately decides who progresses. This means that building a loyal fan base quickly is vital. From the moment a singer appears in front of the judges and, by extension, the TV audience, they are being judged not just on vocal performance, but also on personality, relatability, and stage presence. The emotional connection between the audience and the contestant is critical to advancing week after week. In contrast, on The Voice, the initial stages of the competition rely more on the coaches, who have the power to choose and mentor contestants through the blind auditions and battle rounds. During this time, the public's opinion is less of a factor. Contestants focus on impressing the celebrity coaches, who are all successful musicians in their own right. This gives them a buffer to work on honing their craft under the guidance of their coach before being exposed to the unpredictability of audience voting in the later stages of the show. This dynamic can lead to a more refined and polished performance by the time contestants are subject to public opinion. Mentorship versus independence. The mentorship aspect of The Voice is another major difference. Once a contestant is chosen by a coach, they enter into a closely knit working relationship where the coach provides advice on everything from song selection to stagecraft. This mentorship is particularly valuable because the coaches have active music industry experience and are often able to offer insider knowledge that goes beyond what might be available to a contestant in a show like American Idol. American Idol, however, is more about individual growth and resilience. While contestants do receive some mentoring from industry professionals and occasional celebrity guests, they are more self-directed. Contestants must have a clearer sense of who they are as an artist, as they are largely responsible for their own success and growth throughout the competition. They are challenged to stand out in a format where many others share the same dream, and that often requires a deeper sense of individuality. Song choice and genre. Song choice plays a critical role in both shows, but the approaches are often quite different. On American Idol, versatility is key. Contestants need to show they can master a range of genres to prove their commercial viability. Each week often brings a new theme, whether it's Motown classics, rock anthems, or contemporary pop hits. Contestants, who can